Good morning, guys. Today we're going to talk about subtracting mixed numbers. Okay, so we know when we have mixed numbers, just like when we have fractions without the whole number, we have to find a common denominator to add or subtract the fraction part. So that's exactly what we're going to do with these two numbers today to start with. So we're going to look at the denominator 8 and 2. Now, I know 2 times 4 equals 8, so my lowest common denominator between 8 and 2 is going to be 8. So, since this one already has an 8, it can stay the same. So, it's going to be 3 and 3/8. And then my whole number stays the same, and I know my denominator's 8. To find my numerator, whatever I did to my denominator, I'm going to do the same thing to the numerator. So 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, now I'm going to subtract. The first thing I need to look at when I subtract my mixed numbers is the numerator in each fraction. Can I take 4 away from 3? In 5th grade, the answer is no. I cannot take 4 away from 3 because 3 doesn't have enough. So I'm going to have to borrow from my whole number. So just like we did yesterday and the day before, we're going to change our whole number into another mixed number where the whole number is 1 less, and then the mixed part becomes the 8/8. But I can't just write 8/8 because I have to add this back in. So I know my denominator stays the same, and then 8 plus 3 is 11. So now my new number is 2 and 11/8 minus 2 and 4/8. Now, can I take 4 away from 11? Yes, I do have enough. So I can subtract. Start with my whole number. 2 minus 2 is 0. So I don't have to write anything. You don't have to put the 0 there. You don't have to put that. You can just subtract your fractions. So 11 minus 4 is 7, and the denominator stays the same. So 3 and 3/8 minus 2 1/2 is 7/8. Okay, our next one for practice this morning is 7 and 3/4 minus 2 and 2/5. Now, if I am not sure what the common denominator is between 4 and 5, I can write my multiples, remember? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. My multiples of 5, 10, 15, 20. So I see that the first number they have in common is 20. So 20 is going to be my least common denominator. So my whole number stays the same, and I'm going to change the denominator to 20. Now, what do I multiply 4 by to get 20? Multiply 4 by 5. So to get my numerator, I have to multiply the numerator by 5 as well. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay? Now on this one, I multiply my 5 by 4 to get 20, so I'm going to multiply the numerator by 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Now I look at my numerators. Can I subtract 8 from 15? The answer is yes, I have enough to do that. So now I can subtract. 7 minus 2 is 5. The denominator stays the same. And 15 minus 8 is 7. So the answer is 5 and 7/20. Okay, now we have 3 1/4 minus 1 2/3. Now, most of us have done 4 and 3 long enough to know that the common denominator is going to be 12. So, 4 times what is 12? 4 times 3 is 12. So I'm going to multiply the numerator by 3. And I'm going to get 3 here. 3 times what is 12? 3 times 4 is 12. So I multiply the numerator by 4 and I get 8. Next, I'm going to look at those numerators. Can I take 8 away from 3? In 5th grade, the answer is no. I cannot take 8 away from 3 because I don't have enough. So I'm going to borrow from my whole number. So that would become 2 12/12. But I can't write the 12/12 because I have to add the 3 in. So 12, 13, 14, 15. So it becomes 2 15/12 minus 1 8/12. Now, can I take 8 away from 15? The answer is yes, so I can answer my problem. 2 minus 1 is 1. The denominator stays the same. And 15 minus 8 is 7. My answer is 1 7/12. Okay, last one we're going to do together today, guys. I have 8 1/5 minus 3 7/10. Now, I know between 5 and 10 that 10 is my least common denominator because 5 times 2 is 10. Okay? So I'm going to multiply my numerator by 2. I'll get 8 2/10 minus, and this one would just be multiplied by 1, so it's going to stay the same, 3 7/10. Then I'm going to look at my numerators. Can I take 7 away from 2? In 5th grade, the answer is no. So I'm going to borrow from my whole number. My whole number is going to become 7 10/10, but I'm going to add my 2 back in, so I'm going to have 7 12/10 minus 3 7/10. Now, can I take 7 away from 12? Yes. So 7 minus 3 is 4. Denominator stays the same. And 12 minus 7 is 5. So the answer is 4 5/10. Okay, guys, if you are working on your math today and you have any trouble and you need some help or there was something you didn't understand, shoot me an email and we can get on WebEx. My email is tledlow@jeffcoed.com. Have a great day.